There we go. Hey everybody, we're live here at Body Shop Athletics here in Lexington with Chris Wooten. Chris, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for coming.
Just a couple of things before we actually get started. We're still kind of in the holiday season, so two things the Chamber is doing is we are doing gift certificates. So if you're looking to give a special gift of encouragement to either your trainer or coach, teacher, whatever, Chamber gift certificates are a great way to do that, and you can get those just by coming into the Chamber, and we have 150 businesses who participate in that program, so they'll be able to use that at wherever they would like. So you can come by the Chamber, 311 West Main Street, and pick those up. We're open from 9 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 9 to 4 on Fridays. And then the second thing, we're doing holiday steals and deals promotions. So if you still have some holiday specials or some products you're trying to get in some people's stockings for the holidays, the Chamber is helping you to promote that. We're doing Facebook albums each Wednesday leading up to Christmas, and that'll give you the opportunity to let people in Lexington and people in the surrounding area who follow us on Facebook know that you're having those specials, and that might be a great gift idea for their special someone. So be sure to contact me about that. My email is Connor, CONNOR, at lexingtonsc.org. Or you can call me at 359-6113, extension 101. All right, now that that's out of the way, Chris, get it all out. We're talking New Year's resolutions in 2017 with goal setting, all of that. So I came to Chris Wooten, who does a lot for the community with that regard. But Chris, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself for people who may not know you?
Well, Body Shop Athletics began 16 years ago or so with the common goal of we want to build more than just this physical side. We want to build you spiritually, mentally, physically, because that's the whole picture, and that's what it all comes down to. And when you started talking about resolutions, that's what immediately comes to mind, because so many people put it all in what they see in the mirror, but it's really so much deeper than that. And if we can get to that, what channels that, and help you see that there's a lot to this thing, then we've done our job.
Yeah. Would you say that people need to do New Year's resolutions or new life resolutions? Because I'm sure January 1, you see a ton of people coming in, getting the membership.
Yeah,
they're really pumped at the beginning, but it kind of either takes a toll on them or they just don't keep up with it. How should it be, New Year or new life resolution?
Well, definitely new life, because there's everywhere in the world, but that time of renewal. Everybody's looking for that. This time of year it dwindles down to, well, I'll wait till after Christmas. Well, I'll wait till after New Year's. I'm going to eat bad anyway. But if you take a little different approach to that and say that we're in this thing for the long haul, and it's truly about health, not just about what I see.
Right.
Because there's a small fraction of people, less than 1%, are actually doing this for the whole bodybuilding side of this. But there's a huge portion of the population that are out there every day trying to just stay healthy, but they can't find it, and they go down the gimmick side, and you can watch the infomercials right now of all the things that are popping through. But there's no one size fits all, but there's no easy way to this thing. It's kind of like God put us here as a step-by-step process, and that's the way you got to take it. You learn more from everything you do every day, and then you take what you've learned and you continue to grow on it.
Why don't you, just for people who don't know, why don't you tell everybody about your background? Because of course, we're here at Body Shop Athletics. We've got people working out already in the background. Why don't you tell everybody about your history, your service, kind of what brought you to this point?
Well, I've been an athlete all my life, or I was an athlete all my life to a certain point, and I've always been interested in sports and working out. Started working out, 11 or 12 years old, and it's always just been something that's been in my DNA that I would like to do. But I went off to, after high school, went off to the Marines, and as I continued to help people on that in that realm, getting a little bit better shape, the folks even in the military, there's folks that struggle and staying in shape and need help. So I started helping folks out, and I realized that, hey man, this is kind of what I'm here for. So I became a physical fitness coordinator for my unit and then our base, and then got on the President's Council of Sports Fitness back in Ronald Reagan days. That's how long ago it was. And then I got out of the Marines and kind of did the same thing with the state, protected the governor for a while, and on the side I was always helping people out and helping people get in shape. So I just took, what the gifts that God has given me and the ability to help folks, and just took it down that road. And like I said, 16 years ago, we decided to take this step out, and I opened up a little spot at Golden Hills, and it was just me training by myself, and through the process, just like the physical side of it, through the process of learning a little bit more every day about what we do and why we do it, it continued to grow. And this summer, we've now bought Topspin 3 or 4 years ago, and we've got a junior Olympic pool, 16 tennis courts, an athletic field, a gym. This summer with the payroll and employees was 49 people. We're getting paychecks every other week.
Wow.
So we had a big staff of folks, and with our lifeguards out, that's a little bit less, but we still have 30, 40 people on staff. God just blessed us, and it's really cool to see that if we continue, I'll back up. When I started this thing, I got down and I prayed about it, and I said, God, whatever I do, I got to give you the glory back for it. And I'll promise to do that, and we've seen that happen. And there's little miracles that happen every day in here that we can just say, yeah, that wasn't us.
Yeah. Let's take one step back from it. There we go. Perfect. Cool. I'm looking at it on my iPad right now too. Why don't you tell me what kind of, let's say someone does want to lose, X amount of weight as their resolution or something that they want to achieve for 2017. How can people, if it's that goal or whatever kind of goal they're achieving, how can people take the small steps to accomplishing the goals versus kind of setting themselves up for failure by needing to achieve this big task but they can't live up to that expectation?
And we see that when folks come in the door. There's folks that say, I want a personal trainer, and I want to be in here 5 days a week working out, and then what can I do? I want my meals. Tell me what I need to eat right now. And those are usually the people that start to die off pretty quickly. Those are the resolution people. Then you got folks that come in and say, what can I do to make this a healthy lifestyle? How do I go about that? And our first thing that we do is an evaluation to find out where you are. Not only physically, but where you are mentally. Where can you be? What can we do to help you change your mindset on what healthy looks like? And then we've got a full-time nutritionist on staff where we, if folks need the nutritional side or the nutritional counseling, we'll set them up with her. And my wife Laura's been doing that for years. So that's her specialty, and also Jenna Rojic that works with us does that. So we've got that part that adds to it, because 65-70% of this thing is all, when you start talking about getting healthy or losing weight, it's all what happens in the kitchen. We say it every day around here, abs are made in the kitchen, but it's true.
Sandra
you can work out 6 or 7
morning.
days a week, and you go home, you leave here and you stop by a chain restaurant. We won't mention any, but you stop by somewhere and grab a jumbo chili cheeseburger. You probably just negated everything you just did. So we try to, there's things that you can do that will give you that same feeling. But a lot of it's about education, how to eat the proper way. Because we were always, if you're my age or more, you grew up eating three meals a day, where we know now that helps add to the weight versus eating 3 or 4 small or 4 or 5 small meals throughout the day. Not eating late at night, staying plenty hydrated. And those are all little goals that you ask about, small goals. Write them down in your mirror somewhere. Write them down in the refrigerator. I got to drink 8 glasses of water a day, which most people, believe it or not, do not get. Stay hydrated. The muscle works better when it's hydrated. Eat smaller meals throughout the day. Set a timer on your watch every 3 hours to be eating a little something, and then you'll never be hungry throughout the day. Your gas tank stays, half full throughout the day, and your metabolism runs a little faster with that.
Yeah. What is there one piece of advice or maybe a quote that kind of gets you through each day or each morning? If you come here and let's say you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like coming here, which I don't know how often that is, but you know, whenever we're doing things and it gets a little routine, sometimes we tend to feel that way. Is there something that gets you through each day?
From my side as a trainer or as an instructor or as a boss or a business owner, and I said that I just came up with this a few years ago, and it's just something that stuck in my head. I choose every day. I can be a positive influence on someone else, or I'm positive someone else is going to influence me. So if I don't, nobody cares when they come through these doors what my day's been like. I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's all about us pouring into them. Because you never know what people have. There's a lot of stuff people carry on their shoulders when they walk in here, and a lot of people know how to or even know what to do when they work out, but they need somebody there with them because they don't want to have to think when they come in the gym. You know, they don't want to think about, I got to do this. They get here, whether you're in a group or personal training, whatever it is, we're going to take you through it. You walk out of here and we just relieve your stress. We just might have saved you from going home and spanking your kids. Who knows? Who knows? Just relieve a little bit of stress. And that's part of the whole healthy portion too, is relieve that stress. Don't have to worry about things so much. That's kind of our gig.
Yeah, okay. Well, Chris, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, either online or whether they can stop by and maybe just get a little chance to get to know the gym.
BodyShopAthletics.com. Okay. Just go to BodyShopAthletics.com. All the info site, all the emails come directly to me. So we've got, I've got a gym manager, Corey, office manager, Katie. I'll divvy up those if you have any questions of who we need to look at or talk to. We're on Sunset Boulevard, right behind Bellacino's, so everybody knows where to go eat. And like I said, we have everything from youth tennis clinics and youth workouts to I say 8 to 80, blind, cripple, and crazy, because that's kind of where we are. We've got a little bit for everybody. Every trainer we have we're all making the same pot of stew, but we've all got our different ingredients. And with a personality side or an expertise in one field or the other, we can virtually help pretty much anybody, because our passion is to get into you a little bit more and help you. And that, as long as we keep pouring that out, then that'll come back.
Great. All right. Well, Chris,
thank you so
thanks
much
for inviting us out here.
Man, it's great. Y'all come see us.
Thanks everybody for being in the background.
Everybody say hey.
Yeah. Again, BodyShopAthletics.com is where you can find information about where we were and some of the information regarding membership. And don't forget to stay in touch with the Chamber. Either follow us on Facebook right here or on Twitter at Lex Chamber. Or if you'd like to come and get a gift certificate, we're at 311 West Main Street in Lexington, and we're right across the street from Radius Church. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Merry Christmas.